There we go. It was just pressing the headset into my ear very painfully. And I'm pretty sure once the Siege of Mons is over, we'll just win this. Oh, they raised another army. Siege is about to end. Siege ended. War's over. I seized King Raynar's lustrous lamellar armor in the Siege of Mons. Alright, let's enforce those demands. And there we go. Antwerpen has fallen. Antwerpen is now ours. And for now, I'm going to give this away to one of my counts. Barda. Barda is the best person for it. And then we can actually send the armies home. No point keeping them around. Now I can raise another runestone. Is there anything interesting on here? Not really. Am I missing a physician again? No. We have all of the important roles filled. I can change Wilhelm von der Beck's contract in Brugge. Except this is not a vassaldom, really. And we can ransom some people, which I think we should probably do, because that's a good source of money. And potentially some good source of people as well. Are we know? Oh, you previous guy died. So Hofgodai Bertha would theoretically... You're not nearly as good, and we are trying to convert people right now. So I think David is going to be the important one. Man, your life has really changed since we recruited you there, buddy. Gone from prisoner, Catholic prisoner, to Hofgodai of the Reformed also true faith. Alright, Borso. You're not very good. Not recruit. Command conversion, off you go. Jocelyn, you're just a kid. Off you go. Egbert. Oh, he's an alright fighter. Well, he's an alright general. I don't really need generals, though. Jirki. Same thing. Hive Chiefess Joran. Guessing you couldn't afford the ransom. Omer Head. You're a decent diplomat, but I think I don't really need you. Orgad. Same thing. Alright, High Chiefess. It's unfortunate that you're not worth any money. You're pretty good at fighting. We'll just have you convert. It's fine. What kind of helm is this? Safety helm. Alright, so our dungeons are clear once more. And we are making a decent amount of money, so are there any other places that we need to be building? Shipyards. Yes, we could upgrade Bruges. Except I don't currently own Bruges, but Bruges is in farmland, so you want to. Cost 180. Right, of course, because we get the reductions now. No we don't. This is still Dutch, it's not Nether Dutch. Nether Norse. Right, we could also upgrade the mansions to manor houses. Cost 300 though. Pretty expensive. The walls of Middelburg. The delegation from Middleburg slowly files out of my private chambers, our long meeting finally over. The petitioners beg for money to repair the crumbling walls of their holding, and have invoked their lordly duty to help them. I drum my fingers on the table, pondering whether to send them funds. Good fortifications are hideously expensive. Of course, if the walls are crumbling anyway, I could just divert their existing stipend to more personal matters. I have a duty to care for my subjects. I'll lose some money, but they'll get rebuilt walls. Supervise this personally. However, this would come with a lot of stress. Or I take the money. I don't know why this doesn't relieve stress, because I'm greedy. This feels like it should relieve stress. We're taking that one. And, right, I have a new inventory. Alright, yeah, the armour. Masterwork. Ooh! So I'm currently wearing the Fine Lustrous Mail. Prowess +2, injury resistance +1, prestige +0.1. I can get Prowess +5, prestige +0.1, and friendly fatal casualties -5. The armour is constructed from horizontally overlapping iron bands that are excellently laced together with cords of linen. While the trim and the lining are cut from fine fustian, the set includes a nasal helm, a mail coif padded with fustian. The whole armour is being carved with thin lines to enhance the look of the material. Oh, I'll wear your armour, thank you. I still have no regalia and no crown. I should probably get a crown. Do I want to spend money on a crown? I'm going to commission a crown. Let's have one made. 100 ducats. Seems like a worthy investment. Is that the Viking helmet from Grimpost? Yes. Greetings, my implacable liege. I've arrived in Amsterdam to pay homage to you, my king, as a show of loyalty. Haven't you done this once already? I mean, I'm cool with you doing it again. Now grandeur level 4 again, for a short time anyway. The Nether Norse King of Mordheim should have a crown. I fully agree with you. Inspiration, a vassal to remember. Ingilder and Trigrivi. Why are we dedicating everything to her? Oh, I don't think it was her, actually. She's only 15. So this could be to myself for a bit more prestige, although honestly, my prestige is growing again just fine. We're still a living legend, even though this number is fairly low. The living legend is not lost. Or dedications are overrated anyway. We get more paragon of more closer to paragon of virtue. Overrated. Don't need it. This is just a bog standard, fairly normal crown. Already has a crown. It's a helmet. What protection of the battlefield was a crown? Like you put a crown on the helmet. Off God, I finished the Convert Faith in Zeeland. Man, I'm loving that this is so much quicker now. Alright, next up. Arnhem. I mean, having a 22 faith guy is not a bad thing. Mordling dynasty is known far and wide. We are now noteworthy. How long until we get the next legacy? We're just over halfway. Cool. Yeah, we're earning quite a lot of money. I mean, we are now a fully feudal realm, and we're not that small. The vassals are loyal. Ileana's been swayed. You've been swayed to the maximum. So all of my courtiers are super loyal. You know who's not, though? The wife. Yeah, I have been super unfaithful. This is true. Alright, let's start swaying her. See if we can bring her back to the fold. Hadn't even considered. I was like, oh yeah, I have a wife. Yeah, that probably matters. I was more thinking of the husband of You know, the grandson. But I've not tried to hide anything. Oh, and we're dead. King Mordred of Mordheim has given up the ghost at the age of 72. He died of old age. A shameless adulterer will be remembered for his treachery and his covetous disposition. Really? Of all of the things that he did, he is remembered as being treacherous? You know, not the fact that he went from Gotland, the Count of Gotland, to, you know, the King of Mordheim, or the fact that he created a whole new culture, the Nether Norse, or the fact that he reformed the religion of the Orsatru into Reformed Orsatru. No. He's remembered for being treacherous. King Wilhelm von der Beck ascends the throne, trusting and complacent. Wilhelm von der Beck's council may have some power over him than what is right. Alright, and then who is next in line? And what languages do we speak? That's the important thing. We speak Norse and Dutch. Good. So you taught yourself Dutch. You're a good fighter. Brave, honest, trusting. You're a confider. You're scarred. You're athletic. That's good. Berserker, reckless, gallant. So you've been going down the gallant lifestyle, which I'm actually okay with, but I think I'm going to go ahead and reset, except that's going to cost me stress. You know what? Never mind. We're gallant. That's fine. And this also does mean that we have all of the knightly buffs, which are the ones I really like. And then next up we can get strategist. And then who's next in line? Princess Nubi, no. Sidivir is next in line. Right, the other thing I want to do is, okay, we don't have a huge amount of prestige. We are losing a ton of money even though we have no armies raised. And there is something in court. A foul smell. Una. Liege, a word, please. My Chancellor Una approaches me during a brief lull while attending court matters. She gestures to a less populated spot in the room and I follow her there. I'm concerned about the state of Bruges Castle. While holding a meeting in one of the rooms, we noticed a horrific smell. Must have come from the latrines of the floor below. I implore you to consider paying to fix the neglected part of the building. Yes, this time I'm going to pay for it. Done. Alright, so what's costing me so much? Let me guess. It's the army. Yes, it's the army. And the fact only... Wait, I have one domain? Who the hell did Holland go to? Requiem. Requiem's part of Mordheim again. Why? Except we're not. We're still Scandinavian elective. So I'm just going to double check this. But then why do we still have elections? Yeah, we lost the pillar, but the elections are still there. That's why it says elections underneath. Anymore. We're not anymore. The Templar were defeated. Like, I even double-checked this. Kingdom... Wilhelm von der Beck gets all the elections. Jarldom of Holland gets all the elections. Wilhelm von der Beck. It does say titles lost in succession. Scandinavian elective. Jarldom of Holland. The law's still there, yeah, so if I had territories outside of Holland, like in Flanders, fine. Flanders I get. But in Holland I should not have lost the Dutch ones. I don't understand why I'm losing those. Because the elective law of Holland is still Scandinavian elective. But I guess that just means I keep the earldom, not the counties. But counties don't have an election law. It applies to the Yaldom. Right? And yeah, equal gender law also screwed us. Okay, so we're going to need to do some consolidation. Can't believe I don't even get Amsterdam. Like, the freaking capital. Huh. This is going to be way more problematic than I realized. I thought you always kept the capital. Is it because he had a territory already? Hang on. Is there something I can do here? I just want to double check one thing, because I did not realize that was going to happen. Otherwise I would have spent some time sorting out my succession, because of course I bloody would have. If I can give him Amsterdam... Except I can't, because it's the capital. Requin still gets Holland. And now he gets Zeeland. It's even worse. Come on, before I die. Thank you. Alright, well... there's one other thing I can do. I can start voting for Requin. Because he is the eldest. So Requin now at least gets Holland. I'm happier with that. If you make all the duchies for yourself when those go to the heir, and that way you get control. No. Confederate partition just means you split everything up equally among others, and because girls also inherit, because we have equal gender laws, it means that it gets really fragmented every time there's a succession. So the fact that Mordred's lived as long as he had is really, really good. But at least now Amsterdam goes to the heir. I'm happier with that. Child of my dynasty, another one. Okay, I was going to start just skipping time forwards, because I feel kind of bad that I've just kind of usurped the game there. That's not the kind of loading situation I would have liked, except that the succession was so radically different than I expected it to be. Kevin! When can you get primogeniture? Not for a long time. Where did it say when? Oh, there it is. Needs to have the primogeniture innovation, which is... High medieval? Might even be late medieval. Yeah, late medieval, primogeniture. You basically have to go through all of these, and then once you hit primogeniture, you can get any of those. So the next one is going to be partition. Which will not create new titles. That's the difference between Confederate and partition. So Confederate partition may actually create the duchies for free. Maybe. I kind of doubt it will. Hereditary rule is for that. And then high petition. The lion's share goes to the player heir, the rest are divided. That's not until heraldry. So hereditary rule and then heraldry. Hereditary rule is here, then heraldry is high. So yeah, as you go through the different eras, that's when you get different things. Although we're actually on the verge, I think, right? Of going early medieval. No, not even close. No, sorry, yes, we are. So in about 15 years' time, we'll become early medieval. And then we can get hereditary rule. Which will allow petition. Don't have CK3, but I'll consolidate the second I get to play. Consolidating again and again for 3 centuries. No thanks, I like to have fun. I'll be honest, this game would be way too easy if you didn't have these partitions. Like, part of the fun in the early game is beating up your relatives to try and take their stuff back. And that's what keeps realms fragmenting. Otherwise you would just snowball like crazy, and that's, trust me, a lot less fun. Anyway, we are just going to go ahead and basically fast forward until Mordred dies, because I don't particularly want to do anything else in the interim. Inspiration realized. Ah, the crown. Over here, my lord. My beneficiary Thekla waves me over with a wide grin. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work here is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. An ornate crown of fine craftsmanship. The crown is forged from brass, not grass, and set with fine pieces of carnelian. Alright, let's take a look. The Nether Norse crown. Prestige plus 0.14. Construction cost -2. An ornate crown of fine craftsmanship. The crown is forged from brass and set with small pieces of carnelian. Go on then. Am I going to be able to get Paragon of Virtue before I die? Need 50 points more. Go on a pilgrimage. That would do it. Let's go to Paderborn. You know, the one I own. Short pilgrimage. 90 ducats. See if I can get there before I die. Departure. As I prepare for my journey, I know I'll travel safely under the protection of the gods. Though I'll not be gone for long, I pray the well-being of my realm in my absence. I'm lost. I could have sworn that this was supposed to be the path onwards. None of my companions or I have managed to find our way back to the pilgrimage route. Are we even looking at the right stars at night? It feels like we've been wasting weeks. I'm not going to pay money. Definitely not. Oh, and I died. He died of old age. An old man, he lived a long, fulfilling life. There we go. Nothing about treachery this time. King Requin ascends the throne. A formidable duelist. Many expect him to excel in tournaments and personal combat alike. Oops. Unfortunately, we are already 53 when we take the throne. The heir is Prince Swifttrain, who is a old, also true zealot. Oh, he will accept conversion, even though he's a zealot. Let's make sure you get that done before that. Good. Okay, and then the other thing is we are Norse. We definitely want to change culture. And that is done in here. Convert to local culture. Adopt Nether Norse. Cost 47 prestige. That's fine. I acknowledge who I am. And there we are. We are in charge of Nether Norse again. And we have a bunch of inventory items. Whoa, you've... Oh no, these are... Yeah, these are all the ones I already owned. Wish there was a way of just saying, like, I acknowledge that I have seen these. They exist. Chastity belt is regalia? Was I ever using this? Heavy cavalry toughness +2. I think I was. Maybe I was. If you click the 3 dots, it does that. Oh, okay. And, oh, we're a steward, not a fighter. Interesting. Yes, we are. Wrathful, ambitious, greedy, thrifty clerk, avaricious, berserker, drunkard, one-eyed poet. And our lifestyle is here. We've gone avaricious, which is all of the money making, which is good. We're starting to work as an administrator, but I'd kind of like architect. Monthly income plus 10%. I suspect we're going to need that with the wealth focus. And I can already get a perk, which is going to be cutting cornerstones. Although losing tyranny for consolidating the realm would actually be really useful. We can raise a big old army, so yeah, we can start consolidating pretty aggressively. But that is going to need to be something that we do next time. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you're really enjoying this, then please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. If you would like to support the channel other ways, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking, or you can also check out the... Or you can subscribe here on Twitch. That's the other option. I do have a Discord, which you can find at the Discord link, which has been posted. Thank you very much for that, Silver Knight. If you wish to come hang out with the community, they're a cool bunch, and it's always a pleasure to see some new faces. So come join us, say hello. You'll be more than welcome. We should go and find somebody to raid. But before that, Mr. McNasty, thank you very much for the 20-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. And Harpend4, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Right, let's go and see who else is streaming right now, and we're going to raid them. Then the stream after this is going to be a return to Total War Warhammer 3, where we are going to be playing some with the ogres, which is really exciting because I've been very curious about how the ogres work. I have not played them at all. I've barely fought any battles or anything against them except for the caravans. I'm excited. Anyway, we're going to go and raid the Daniel. Daniel is an awesome streamer, good friend of mine, and generally just a lovely person. So head on over there, say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see his channel absolutely lit up by the Viking Raid, which you can do by copying and pasting Viking Raid just like that. Or if you're a subscriber and you have access to the longships, you can bring those along instead. And he is playing some CK3. Anyway, that's all from me for now. I will see you very soon for some Warhammer. Until then, bye-bye.